Nikey Joe Show, our new podcast, Monday nights, where we dive into interviews, and we will be getting into other things once we do get past interviews. I am your host, Nikey Joe, and my co-host,
Vulgar Banshee. Hello, hello.
and today we have a special guest, Passive, where we are going to interview and get to know the man behind the music.
Hello.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me on the show, ladies. Nice to be here. This is cool.
I am excited that you're here. Thank you for coming. You didn't make it work last minute, and I'm very happy because you are a fellow White Collar Rhymes artist, such as myself, and we both kind of had our entrance around the same time, around the same way. As Liv doesn't know most of, Vulgar doesn't know most of the WCR lore. We like to kind of get into that to start. So, can you inform our audience as well as Vulgar how you came to find White Collar Rhymes?
Yeah. So, how long has it been? Maybe a year and a half? Maybe 2 years. Yeah. So 2 years ago, I stumbled upon a YouTube channel just randomly one day, not White Collar Rhymes, just a random YouTube channel. And they were doing live music reviews. And I swear to God, I had never heard of anything like it. But I got fucking hooked, man. So I would like stream YouTube like at midnight sometimes and just go through every channel that was live and try to, get my shit played, see what they got to say. And then one day I stumbled upon White Collar Rhymes, and the feedback was enough for me to submit more music and more. Then I heard about a little competition. I was like, oh, and they're giving away money. So, and like, I forget how much it was, but it was like enough for me to be like, all right, let me give it my shot here. And I did.
Worth the effort.
Yeah. I really don't think I was active in the Discord until several submissions later through White Collar on YouTube. Like this internet shit, I'm not supposed to be on the internet. Like I don't do this, but I'm learning it, Like Discord, I was like, what the fuck is this? And then Twitch, I was like, what the fuck? Too much shit, man.
Discord is wild.
It's so odd how I can navigate life.
Discord either, but I was on Discord right before WCR. Never expected it. I feel like it's more of a gamer place, and it's expanded from that definitely. But it is great file transfers.
It reminds me of like MSN, AOL, just like the chat room. So like if you grew up in that era, Discord is like, oh, I can navigate this too. It's fine.
Once you figure it out.
Yep. Yeah. Once you figure it out, it's like, oh, I get it. But
yeah.
So so you found WCR through YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Did you go through a couple of them and like submit, and then like you were like they didn't even get around to your music, or like what turned you off from the other ones?
So it was there was one dude, man, every track that got submitted, regardless of who it was, he just shitted on them. Like bad, like hurt your feelings type shit. So I was like, I'm not going to do that again. The next one was probably too positive. So they didn't critique nothing. I found that at the time, WCR, they were various, like you might have one positive, but then you got somebody critiquing, another person it was just good. It was a nice blend. And the other thing, I believe it was one of the only shows with multiple hosts reviewing the same shit at the same time.
Oh, so that
I mean, it's like more bang for your buck in a sense.
A lot of it's one. That is,
I just one person
when I found them either. A lot of them are just one person.
And one person, that shit's got to be hard, man, because you're just talking like to like reading the comments, like, yeah, that's cool, but I don't know. But that competition, VA shit on my shit. That's when I really got involved with like the day-to-day activities of Discord because I wanted to prove to Almighty VA that I was not as trash as he made me feel, man. Boy, it broke my heart.
Did he make you better? Did it make you better?
VA brought attention to what was lacking, which was mixing, right? So like things that if I record a track, I'm already biased. I already think it's great, right? So I'm not even listening for the things that they're listening. And he was just straight up brutally honest. And
he is.
Yeah, but I thrive with shit like that. And yeah, I forgot the question. What was it? VA's good. We're good now.
Did he make you better?
Did he make you better? The music better? And you said he pointed out shit that other people didn't.
Right.
So essentially drawing your attention to it, making you better, making you aware so you can correct it or make it better. So yeah. Making it better.
It also helped that I followed up on VA. So like I listened to what he had put out and then I was able to determine, all right, he is justified in what he's critiquing me on because he sounds good as shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's talented,
so
right?
Good.
So I took that, and that's before I even had a one-on-one conversation with VA.
Yeah, it's one thing if somebody's like, oh, this is trash, and then you listen to their stuff, and it's like, you sure you're critiquing my stuff before you fix your own? You shouldn't do that. That's not cool.
Right. And the worst part of all that was, not the worst part, but it was listening to my old shit and then realizing none of that is playable because I was following whatever. I just did the same thing for every track for like 8 years. So that's a lot of tracks that are just in the garbage now. Feel real good about that. Have you thought about
like re-recording them?
The moment's gone. Like
it's gone.
It's gotta be. It's like a long ass story. So there's no point. I don't feel the same way I felt in those other tracks.
You've grown.
Maybe. For better or for worse.
Yeah. For better or for worse, do you think that there's specific things that White Collar Rhymes being part of the collective has helped you either grow with, not just VA, but the whole collective, or just expand with in either music or yourself as a person since joining?
I think, there's a lot of little shit, right? There's a lot of little things that just seeing examples of people, right? Like even Nikki from a spiritual being, right? Just being open to a conversation with somebody who maybe not had the same background. Like where I'm at right now, can't have these kind of conversations. Like even just doing this, like nobody in Winsboro feels like getting on a camera and, just communicating with people, being part of a community. That's all foreign to me. But now that I'm here, I can recognize, okay, I learned this from being here. I didn't bring these skills to fucking WCR. Nah, a lot of this was learned. And yeah. And trying not to take myself so fucking seriously especially in the music department, right? Like every track doesn't have to be a fucking sob story passive. Like, bro, you can make enjoyable music, man. So a lot of little shit.
For your style, is your style generally, I know your style, but for the greater audience, is your style generally more towards sad stuff? You write more real stuff, and with your lyrics, for anybody that hasn't listened, they're very, you have a very talented pen, I guess you'd say. For I guess as a collective too, shit, I totally lost track of where I was going with this. Um, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I know, right? I totally lost track
Your
of where I was
music
going.
seems very emotional. Where do you
Yeah.
grab inspiration from? Do
Right.
you grab it from real life? Do you grab it from real problems that you go through? Do you grab it from raising kids, family, work?
No, yeah, it's real life, but it's mainly ages 20 to 26. That period, right? So I turned 30. Now I still feel young. But yeah, 20, bro, there's
Do
a
you feel
time
like
period
your
where
demographic is going to shift with you too?
I don't know. I don't know because I hear a lot of these younger artists and I feel like they probably wouldn't connect per se to the style that I was bringing to the table. And that's something that I consciously like I think about. I'm like, okay, the music game, everything's shifting. Like it's making a shift, more
Always.
melodic things. Yeah, so like I know I don't release nothing, but I do want things to sound good and listenable, and I don't want to sound old. Like
You want to
yeah,
still be relevant. You want to still be in the relevance.
right. I mean, I have peers that are my age and they hate my shit. But
Really?
then, oh man, what? Yeah, it's like the styles I'm going for doesn't blend with the scene that's around here. And that's not a knock to Winsboro. Love Winsboro. But yeah. So I come to a community like this and then it's embraced along with pointers. And then each pointer I get, I try to take that shit right back to Winsboro and be like, hey, all right, what about this one? And it's still dog shit to them, but it's okay. I'm having fun doing it, having a good time. Yeah. But as far
Having
as sad
fun,
shit,
Father.
it's valid. I apply that to my jobs and my personal life as well. If I'm not fucking with the job, I'm out.
Me too. Same seas.
I
Yeah.
guess what I was trying to ask before was, you tend to kind of gravitate towards sadder lyrics and the more deep and more real lyricism and delivery. Is it harder for you to break from that out of that comfort zone because it's not so connected sometimes to those specific lyrics or styles because you're used to putting, I guess, the sad emotions and stuff like that more so into your journal and your notebook.
This will come full circle. Well, so my music is directly with basically how I'm feeling at that moment, right? So even if I'm having a sad per se day, if I hear a beat and like it, I'm gonna bring the energy of how I'm feeling right then that second. That's why it's very key for me to go ahead and just write the song out. Like I hate hearing beats when I don't have the ability to try to record. I don't like listening to too much music at one time and then like I just feel like I'm holding off recording. Fuck, lost my train of thought. Yeah, so with the sad music, I've drifted out of that because I'm feeling better I just feel better lately. I don't know if it's because the kids are growing up, they can actually speak words like what they want. Before, oh Jesus, I had a hard time with them just not telling me what is wrong. They just be crying. I'm like, yo, just fed you, etc. So I'd say a lot of my stress is relieved. Therefore, it correlates with the music. So the sad stuff doesn't happen as much.
When you connect to it, though, you still can connect to it, I'm sure.
That's right.
So going in a different direction, going forward, or as of now, with your music, what are you working on now?
So this is where I become the slackest member of WCR. So
oh no!
I have a hard time with that final chapter of these songs, whether it's the cover art, the beat licensing, the title of the song, releasing, when to release, giving credit to whoever deserves it. So I just I
You
don't
need an
even
agent.
bother.
You just need someone that does something.
You need an assistant. Got it.
Now I'll say this: Dice does a pretty good job at.
They say
Hey,
basically everything.
yes, if I need this, I'll be like, oh, okay, all right, I guess I'll do it.
He specifically tells you, like, I need this.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you keep that shit like just one item at a time, I'm good.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's too much, huh?
Like we have a member, Low Brian. He's a member of the Discord, and I know I pissed him off because at the moment, like for a solid 3 fucking months, I was feeling great. Bam, track, send him a track. He'd send me a beat. I'd send him the vocals. Bam, 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 back and forth. And he was like, "Yo, man, we got like 15 tracks. When we gonna drop it?" I ghosted him, man. Jesus Christ, terrible. But I don't have a solid reason other than I'm just lazy. So that'll be the next mission. Is like, can
it's hard to finish things.
Yeah, man.
I think I have 10 paintings sitting over in my corner right now, all unfinished. All of them. Every single one of them. They're not done.
But like, are you going to go back, or is this a common thing?
When the spontaneity comes, when I look at the painting and I'm like, okay, I'm going to finish that today, that's when I finish it. It might be 3 years later, but I get finished.
No, but I feel like that's more natural. Like,
I think that's artists.
I feel like that's the beauty of collaboration is someone else can finish your art for you.
I mean,
no doubt, yes.
Hey, I got this 3/4 of the way done. Can you just put the finishing touches on it for me? Great.
Sometimes it just takes another perspective on it too. Like sometimes you're just fucking stuck. Like I will always co-write. I will always collab. I will always everything.
It's beautiful.
Do you feel that with the collab of WCR? Do you feel like when you are in a rut or you can't get inspiration or just can't, like, I need to get this one part of this done and I just can't fucking do it. What do I do? Who do you call up? Who's your first go-to? Like, yo, I just can't fucking do this shit. Why? What am I doing wrong?
My pride prevents me from doing that. So I go silent and shit, right? Like I just don't say nothing.
You ghosty.
Yeah. It's a character flaw, but no, like I know whether or not I'll be able to get something. And sometimes, like, I won't say more often than not, but sometimes fucking I just can't do it. And hopefully they have enough patience to like ride it out, and then maybe one day.
I know Nikki specifically. I've talked to her on occasions, and she's just like, I have fucking 15 unfinished fucking songs, and I just can't. I don't understand why I can't just sit down and do this. And then she's like, I'm gonna go kayaking. You know,
right?
And you got kids, so the everyday, I'm sure, just at the end of the day, all I want to do. I got 2 kids myself. Like, I just want to play video games and then go to bed. Like, I don't want to do nothing else. So
once it feels like work, you know, like a deadline, you got to do this. Oh man, it's no good for me. I'm like, yo, I was just chilling. Fucking yesterday, I was chilling on this track. Now it feels rushed. Nah.
Ooh, demand avoidant. Got it. Yes. If it's a demand from me, no, I don't think I'm gonna do that.
I was maybe gonna do it, like, but now
before you told me I had to.
Now, there's one more thing with that. So, one thing I learned with joining WCR was stems. I did not know what the fuck a stem was. I was like, what? You export every individual track and then just send it. So I heard my no effects, no nothing, just dry ass vocals, and I wanted to die. I was like, oh my God, I did not know I sounded like this, right? Because I would record through a filter. So
Oh, okay.
right.
Sending
And then
somebody your laws. It's like being naked.
yo, that auto tune is a beautiful thing, man. Oh, whew, thank God for T-Pain. I swear to God.
He
But
sings
without
like
it,
an angel. He made me cry when
yes,
I first
he's
heard him sing, like legit tears. Whew.
like
Sorry.
Sing.
Yeah, he was on Masked
Okay.
Singer, and I didn't know he
No,
was
no, I
a
saw that.
monster, and I fucking cried, like bawled, and I was like, "Why am I crying?" And then I realized it was T-Pain. I was like, "What?" I had no idea he could sing. Had no idea he could sing.
And it felt like he
Insane.
disappeared before that. Like I
Yeah.
didn't hear T-Pain for a long time.
Because people would give him shit about his autotune, and he was known for autotune, and he's like, God damn it, I can actually sing, and I'm known for fucking autotune. I would be pissed too, you know?
Right.
Fuck. But
Yeah.
like, I am not musically inclined. So Dice is under the impression that I can sing. He has convinced himself so. But I am very open, and Nikki knows I can't sing. So I tell her all the time, I was like, you need some growls or fucking metal shit? I can do that for you. But I can't fucking sing.
Wait, go back to the Dice. So why is he convinced that you can sing? Have you sung before?
No.
That guy's a weirdo. Y'all need to stop hanging around him, man. He's a bad influence. Jesus. You gotta tell somebody they can sing, and they're like, no, I can't. And yeah, you can.
He's like, no. You could try.
No.
He just said no.
This is the first one. Nope.
Were you a part? Did you see? When did Passive join?
Contest, I think, was before mine. What contest did you enter, Passive? I entered the healthy one.
So it was the same contest, but a different damn song, Dumbing Out.
Okay.
You know, they had the 3 tracks.
I was like, I don't do anything, and I don't really party, so this doesn't resonate with me. And then I'm like, well, healthy. Okay, I guess I'll write a reply to it. And I was like, you got C notes too. You got C notes. I got C notes too. Major key. I'm like, I'll change your frequency. Like that kind of thing to it. It wasn't that great.
Didn't it feel like? But it felt like a organized fucking.
It was.
Oh, Jesus Christ! It felt like 500 people joined that damn competition.
I swear, so many. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. So if I guess that always helps. It's just. For what?
They had an open verse contest for like 3 different songs on the Discord. White Collar Rhymes did back in 2022. I think the contest took place on like December 9th of 22. I think
you're probably real close.
Yeah. But yeah, they had it open for a while. It was open, I feel like, for like 2 months. So there were so many entries. Like, cause I know I joined the week before my birthday, my 32nd birthday.
Join the Discord or the competition?
Yeah. The Discord. And then I decided to finally join it, and I had never sang on a mic.
Oof.
And I didn't.
So you did that for the competition?
I never sang in a DAW. And I downloaded
that takes balls.
Put so much reverb on it. I never rapped.
You found them on YouTube and joined the Discord way after.
Listen to Passive.
And he joined the Discord first, and then you guys did opposites.
Oh yeah, Passive fucking excelled. I came in, and I was like,
no, that's the one where VA like shit on me, and I just.
Was not on screen for my judging. Thank God. Oh my God, I couldn't even imagine what VA would have said to me.
I wonder if VA's gotten nicer since our arrival. Right? Like he's calmed down.
Softened him up.
Not.
I think so.
Mentor.
Now,
he's a good dude.
Yeah, he's fantastic. He is not.
So, what was your first collab song?
Yeah.
Damn. Oh, M Theory.
M Theory or In Theory?
Yeah, it's M as in
Muscle Man.
Muscle Man.
All right.
Yeah, Yeah, M theory. So there's a section in the Discord called collab here or something like that. And I clicked on it, and at the time it was a random dude. Random dude's like, "Yo, I need a verse." I was like, "Cool." Boom. Sent him one just like that. Oh fuck, I forgot they fucking Dice sent me a goddamn mic. He was just like, this was after the competition. He was like, "Yo, what's your address?"
You were the one that he sent the mic to. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, and I was skeptical. What the fuck? I was like, yo, they're gonna come and hurt me if I send my address. Nervous as shit when I sent it. I was nervous for that week before the mic got here. I was just like, I don't know. I don't necessarily trust the online community.
Did he just get used to you sounding like you sounded and then just was like, fuck this shit, I'm sending you a mic?
I think yes. Yeah, it was like a pity move. He was like, yo, I feel so bad for this broke ass guy. I'm gonna send him a microphone so that I don't know, so he can like the shit better. I don't know. I was appreciative though.
No, Dice sees potential, you know.
Dice sent me this mic. So
it's to help, like,
he's the mic man.
He's the mic guy.
I understand because I see people the same way. Like, if you see potential in someone and it's something that they love to do and stuff, like, if you can help them in a way, like, physically help them rather than just being like, oh, I'll help you, you know, like, I'll help you learn this, or
he's like, I have extra money. Here you guys go.
Your life and change your life, like, and you have the means to do it. That's the kind of person I know Dice to be, because that's the things that I do. You know, that's kind of things that all of us do. You know, we all help each other like that.
How much did that mic like change the quality of music that you were putting out?
What did that mic actually mean for your music?
I think, well, again, that mixing stuff, like if I hear too much, I just have no idea. Like, I don't know what frequency, all that shit. You know, you ever go in there and just start like turning different shit and just like, oh my God, hey, I wonder how this sounds. Yeah,
isn't that what everybody does? Isn't that how you mix?
Mine sounds like butthole when I do that.
I bet you just, you know, delete it and, you know, or go back. Undo is my favorite. Like, bro, stay pressing undo. Fucking undo. Okay, good. But no, so I didn't necessarily hear a difference, but I take better care of this microphone. The setup was a pain in the ass. I don't like that part of it. My other one, you could just plug it in, bam, it's live, it's ready to go. This one, you got like 5 fucking cords. So I knew from that point, like, I don't want to go into engineering because fuck that shit. But yeah, just for a 28-year-old dude at the time, like, it was a nice human moment. And I'm still here. We still, yeah.
Making that music when the mood's right.
So, M Theory was your first collab inside of WCR. Was it the Capricorn one, the Tropica Capricorn?
No, that would be number 2.
Right? What was his 2022?
Yeah. Well, see, I don't know if that collab, the first one we did, I don't know if it got released. Because I had a problem with sending these things they called stems. I was just like, nah, bro, you can get this file, bro. You can get this one fucking file with the beat on it, and then, you know, that'll be good enough for you. Nah, that didn't cut it. But since then, we've had like 2 more. I know he's got one coming out. I rely on people, man. I rely on the collaborations in order to be more than just WCR. Gang, Rogue is a good example. I got shit with Rogue. Got someone loose coming. Me and Nikki, we tried, and we would try again.
We got up.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's the thing. It's been so long.
We got
well, in the doc or the, I don't know if we're supposed to even tell that shit. Are we? I don't know.
Talk about
Fuck it.
then.
Yeah, we got the documentary coming.
We've been
we
talking about
actually
the
even reviewed Cody and Bird about the documentary. I do, because we
That's
do
right.
have questions about the documentary too.
Bird gave the thumbs up. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Not too
right,
much,
boom.
but talk about it a little bit.
Yeah.
So documentary.
So we got shit come right. All right. So
Yeah.
I retract that statement. Yeah. All right. Who else I gotta apologize to?
So you were one of the ones that showed up in Texas, and you were there. And how was that? How did the experience for you?
Come to Texas.
All right. So there's no point in bullshitting. The drive was fucking miserable. It was like 20 some hours. And I did it one way, right? Yeah. I think that's where I fucked up. Because I never recovered from the drive. And then we just go straight into bam, 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 music. Yeah. I'll say this. It felt lively, right? When people were awake, because there was like late ass mornings. Holy shit. One time I woke up 1 p.m. Well, I don't do that. It felt lively, and it just added more fuel to the fire of creation. It's even after the after effects were crazy. Felt like everybody in the core sounded fucking different, better, more aggressive, more fucking hungry right after Texas than any other period right now. And I fuck with shit like that. It's like we all feed off each other when things are going well and negative.
How did you feel? Like, I know you were like weirded out, like you're about the mic, you're like these internet people, but then you were like, you're going to meet these internet people.
Right.
In a giant house for like a week or two, like staying there. That's crazy.
Nah.
Getting from one point to the other in a short while. You said 2 years. What at that point? What was it, like a year and a half in, and maybe a year in?
If that. Well, I don't. The timeline is weird for me. I don't. It's 2024.
Right around the same as Nikki. So that's how I know. Approximate, maybe. Nikki, am I wrong?
So, no. Well, then if that's the case, it was less time. I don't know. I forgot. Yeah, I don't know. But we got to give a shout out to Bird for even inviting me, because I wasn't very active per se, or like I would communicate and reach out and things like that. But as far as am I invested as a person in this, it wasn't a big yes. And I think I was hoping that Texas would give me that. And I also needed like justification for still doing music because of the money factor, right? Like I record late at night, and I'm often, I'm toe up from the flow up. And that's not too good when you got a wife and like kids. Like, yeah, a lot of talks about me making music. So to go to Texas, I was like, Jesus Christ, make this shit work just to justify it. And it actually did justify it.
It did for you?
Yeah. I mean, the events of Texas might have been a little like this for me, but you got to look big picture. And that's where I'm at with it. It full circle, dope experience. Love to do it again. I'm not driving.
You're flying next time. That's it.
Yep.
Georgia?
Yeah, Georgia. That's coming up. I don't know because I know me. I say yes and then I might not come. So I'd rather say nothing and then show up. Hey.
I think that's how everybody is. I mean, everybody in WCR, except like the really young ones, but like everybody's got family, everybody's got kids, everybody's got like a significant, everybody's got like a life, a job outside of this. This isn't their main. This is like something fun that they do with their friends and hopefully can make them some money off of it, because ultimately isn't that that's like the dream, right?
Right. Fuck yeah.
Keep the dream alive.
That'd be dope as shit. Yeah.
I think that's what you guys do for each other. You keep the young dream of music, of the inspiration alive in each other, and I love that.
and you meet, you just different faces, you know, or not even faces. It's fucking usernames, but you get used to them. You know, like I'll see whatever username. There's one dude, Chris. There's a dude, Chris, and he'll come up on a Twitch, and I swear it's a different Chris on the Twitch. But I'll be like, "Who the fuck are you?" And then he'll message me in the direct message, be like, "It's me," and it'd be like 15 messages. We done talk back and forth. It's you. Gotcha. So yeah,
That's fun.
And I don't know anybody's government name. It's like it's like a click.
It's weird when you finally do hear them. You're like, what?
Like, my name is Lawrence, and I'm like, if any of y'all call me Lawrence, like, yeah, that should be weird as. I'm like, who the fuck is that? I don't know him. Yeah.
Looking around like, who is that?
Yeah. It's good stuff,
yeah, it's wild hearing. I guess that's something I didn't think about, was having like a fake name.
Yeah, Nikki's Nikki.
Well, my bad. What would you go by if it wasn't Nikki?
Did you ever think about it? Miss Token. Miss Token is your.
Oh yeah, that's on the
Twitch. Yeah, that's her gamer tag. That's what she uses.
I like Jake. Jacob called me NJ for the longest time. I like NJ.
NJ?
Yeah.
NJ. No, Nikey Joe is better than NJ. But yeah.
I don't know. There's so many Nickies though. It sucks. Nike.
Nike. Everybody calls me.
I used to have Nick-E for like my LRS name, Nick-E.
Do y'all okay, so we got an artist and a singer. Okay, bam. When you go and show your music to somebody random, I'm talking no conversation beforehand, are you humble or braggadocio type? Like, how do you fucking do it?
I pick myself apart. I'm like, you might hear volume issues.
She does.
Okay.
He's like, you need to be like, this is the best shit you ever heard. Instead, I'm like, I hope you like it. Yeah.
I put Nikki's music on my and a lot of WCR's music on my Spotify. I play my like songs. That's where all my music is, and then I just hit shuffle. Whatever comes up. Like my kids know some of the music. Like Good Morning, my kids know that. And I got, younger.
Right.
And,
Fault Lines, my kids know that,
Runaways. You listen to Runaways all the time. That was the first thing you heard.
Yep, I love Runaways. Runaways.
Yeah.
That's my ish.
Jacob.
Yeah.
That
was like her seller for WCR, like sold.
Shit!
Sold her WCR, literally.
I like Joyner, so his sound is very similar, and so like that's what roped me in. Yeah, and then MCD too. MCD, nice. And Nikki's like, you need to listen to MCD, and I'm like, why? And she's like, I just listened, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, you're right. I'm like
MCD. Okay, so have you met everybody? In person? No, Nikki. Have you met every? No,
I met Ray in Portland, and G Baby in Portland.
Okay.
I haven't met MCD. I haven't met Luce or DJB.
Okay, so the California.
Although Gons is like my fucking neighbor.
Yeah, but he's Minnesota.
Right?
Yeah, just Minnesota? Up here.
Fuck Minnesota, man. We don't
Wisconsin, Minnesota, it's like the same thing, right?
Minnesota?
Oh, yeah, is it? Oh shit.
No, it's two different states.
Hey man, listen.
We get real close on the top. We can go through Wisconsin.
He's probably the closest one to us, eh?
Yeah. Honestly. Mm-hmm. Maybe.
I let Ray. I say let. I did not. He asked. I said yes. He could come to my house. I met him in person. Ray. So he met my family and all that. And that was, so I'll be straight up. It was weird for me, right? Because it's the initial, oh man, I'm such a socially awkward person. That first time. It takes me time to fucking like feel comfortable enough to show you me. Like I feel special, you know what I'm saying? Like I gotta guard me. And I feel bad for Ray because I know I made that shit awkward. I probably said fucking 7 words. Like,
I'm sure he was well aware beforehand. The internet presence is.
Yeah, you already know everybody. Like, I felt like I walked in like, hey, what's up, guys? Like, I know you all.
Yeah. No, oh, man. Yeah, Texas was cool.
Yeah.
Ray, I can't wait.
We met Ray in Portland. Ray was like, I'm like, I got some fruit. He's like, I'll throw the fruit.
I remember y'all talking about that. What the hell is going on, man?
Didn't D-Bird slice it himself or something?
Yeah, we did Fruit Ninja.
Was it for a video, right?
He had a samurai sword, so I'm like, I'm gonna order some fruit.
He's Schmidt. Of course he would.
Ray was totally good with it. He was my accomplice.
Who was?
Ray.
Ray was your accomplice in the
fruit. They all were, but he ended up throwing the fruit. Portland was great. I loved it. It was good. I can't wait for Georgia.
Chaos. It sounds like chaos.
Was
there a lot of chaos in Texas too?
Yeah. What do you think was the most chaotic part of Texas?
For me or for everybody?
For you.
Just for you. Yeah.
I swear to God, the first morning where they said we was gonna have breakfast. Yo, it took them 3 hours, man. For 3 hours, I swear to God, I'm waiting there like, yo, where's the breakfast? I saw the dude come out his car. I'm like, okay, it's about to be 15, 20 minutes. Bro, I had to get all set up. It took 3 hours for him to make the breakfast on that first morning.
I would have just.
That was most chaotic.
Like DoorDash cereal real quick.
It was, I think it was everything was getting together, and yeah, it was chaos.
He kept pump faking. Like I would have done that if he was like, yo, all right, it's gonna be 3 hours. But it was just the way he was moving, it always felt like he was about to be ready to start cooking.
And then he didn't.
Yeah, well then, I mean, eventually he got straight and the food, oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, greatest food? There was a couple dishes that I just had never seen in my life before, and he just presents it. Like he presented it to me like, here you go. I was like, damn, this is amazing. Other than that, I didn't think it was too chaotic, you know.
What was your favorite part about Texas? Legit. The experience. What was your favorite part about the experience?
The morning before I left my house. Because again, socially awkward, bam, bam. I gotta talk myself into doing something big like that. So that little powwow I had, it was full of confidence. Bam, press the gas, and I stopped for gas, that type shit. Like just the feeling that I felt. Yeah, I was fucking ready, yo. That was the best part. Like it lived up to the expectations I had built up in my head. Right? So I wasn't necessarily disappointed. But again, that drive, first hour of the drive was great, but after that, yo, I crashed hard, man. I couldn't drive from South Carolina to like California. What the fuck?
We always drive. I always drive 16 hours, 20 hours. So
I'm driving to Georgia.
You are?
Anybody that needs a ride on the car instead.
You want to take my car?
I'll pick up everyone.
I only have a Kia. Look, we can't pick up everyone.
So on a 20-hour drive, if you're fuck that. 10-hour drive. 10-hour drive. Are you listening to music the entire time?
Absolutely. And when I'm singing the entire time, buckle up.
I listen to audiobooks or Gaia too. I'll listen to things about like quantum physics.
Yo, but why?
It's interesting.
Not if somebody else is in the car.
Yeah, if I'm alone.
If I'm alone, maybe I'll put
I like long drives because I'm like, fuck yeah, I can finish this book. It's a 5-hour book. You know.
But
Are you putting the
quantum
music
physics.
on the whole time? Are you rolling down the
No,
windows and listening to the scenery?
I'd probably an hour on, hour off. Just like I'm not there in person. I'm just a body that's holding a steering wheel and paying attention
You're
to
on
my surroundings.
autopilot. You're just
I
like,
just, bro, I hate driving, yo. Oh,
you're like,
so
love
much.
I love the drive. I love the drive. I will get in my car
driving.
just to drive for 6 hours to turn around and come home.
Me.
Yeah, no, that would not be good. Yeah, I'd be pissed off. No.
Okay, so we're gonna have to pick up passive if we ever go, and he's going to, so he doesn't have to drive.
Yeah.
I don't
You
like
can just
riding either.
sleep
So that's
in
the
the
I just
hole
don't
in
like the
back.
idea of sitting there. Oh God. And you all strapped up.
20
You're hot.
hours.
Do you do planes? Do you do planes?
Planes are only like 5 hours.
His
Yeah,
plane
I've
for you would
been
be like an hour there, I feel like, to Georgia.
I mean, yeah. It's just
That's
I
a
usually have
movie.
to I need like a chaperone just to help me with the tickets. I'll just I'll just leave stuff. So I need the tickets and just tell me where to go and then I got you. I got everybody from there. Myself from there. But yeah,
Have you
I'm
done a
not
train?
scared of flights. Train, good
I
question.
am. I hate flying. Jesus. Ugh. No, thank you. Flying is terrible. Scary.
But what part of flying?
All of it.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
All of it. I went to Punta Cana and I was like this the entire time. I did not move and I didn't watch anything and I was in the window seat and I just stared out the window. Hated it.
You mind typing out that name of the place you went to? Like I heard what you said, but I
Punta Cana.
What the fuck? Punta, all right.
It's in the Dominican Republic.
Punta Cana. Oh, okay.
Cana.
Nice.
Is Texas the first thing that you've ever done like that? Like a big trip like that where you've taken time away from your family?
Yes.
Yeah? Was it hard?
No, so it wasn't hard going. Nah, that was not the hard part. Like leaving them going, nah, fuck that. Especially like you gotta think that's all I was talking about. And so I believe Taylor, my wife, she was getting pissed off at me because I'm like, I'm about to go on vacation. Like a vacation for real. And I'm like bragging in a way. Didn't mean to, but definitely excited, nervous, that type deal. But yes, that's the first time since having both of my kids that I really left the house, like on a trip. I leave the house for work and things like that, and groceries, things like that. So yeah, that was different.
Was
And
it
then
hard
just over time,
feeling like was it hard feeling like that she didn't get a chance to go do something like that?
No. So I just felt more guilty. Like, she hates my music. She doesn't hate it, but she does not care for rap, right? And that's what I mainly go towards. So like it doesn't bother her, but it's
just not her thing.
Right.
It's not her genre.
Which is a blessing. I don't know if I would like her as much or love her as much if she liked to rap. I couldn't imagine that. Like we'd be in competition every day. Like, oh, she recorded a verse. I'm like, damn, I got to go record a verse now. That wouldn't work out. So for me, it grounds me. Right. And she doesn't boost my ego. Yeah, she keeps it 100. So, yeah. I left Texas early. What's that?
I said, so it wasn't her leaving her, but being there?
There's no way that I can spin leaving at this point because it's just been so long that I look at what I justified it as, and I just think like I can think of 10 other reasons why.
Wait. You left early?
Yeah, remember D Bird had talked about it?
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
we said, was there any drama or anything that, you had to work around? And he's like, well, passive leaving was a total like curveball,
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that
So-
wasn't.
It just got hard and you went home.
Yeah. If I spend too much time thinking, oh man, I am my own worst enemy. And so I'm not proud of it. I definitely, the more time that goes by, I regret it more and more. I'm like, damn it. But
there will be
like
other opportunities though. That's the good thing. And I'm sure nobody holds it against you. God, things happen. I would be that person. I would dip. I'm sorry, I would. And Nikki knows it because I've done it. I have done it. I've dipped. And then I'm like, sorry.
Do you, all right, when you dip, see, that's where I fucked up. I didn't tell anybody. I just dipped.
I at least let one person know so Nikki doesn't freak the fuck out because she'll freak the fuck out.
And again, these are things that
she thinks
obviously know, but
dead on the side of the road, like legit tore up by a bear. Like she'll freak out.
I woke up and freaked out when he was gone.
There you go.
I started crying and I woke up Dice and I'm like, Dice. Because like he was in the air mattress and like I had the giant makeup room.
Yeah, and
that
shit was full too, goddammit. What? Yo.
Full of makeup?
Wow.
Or
I don't know if there's like lotions and shit. I'm like, what the hell is going on? It smelled good as shit though. So
there was like an 8-mirror vanity. Like you would see in a reality show that the girls would have for like their bathroom, and I had like every single mirror full of
my god, you overpacker
for makeup. I brought only a couple bags
of makeup.
A couple four?
I brought 4 bags to Texas.
4 is not a couple, 2 is a couple.
A few.
That's not correct either. A few is 3.
Well, I don't know if 4 is more. A lot.
4 is too much. That's why.
But yeah.
How's a cube 3?
A few is 3. A couple's 2. A few is 3. What's more? What's 4 or more?
Too many.
Cubed, little 3.
Couple.
Okay.
I don't know. But so he was in the makeup room. Like that's where he was. Well, it was huge. It was like its own room. And like I was going to the bathroom over there and I saw that the mattress was like deflated because I get up early to do like yoga and stuff. So I'm like, oh shit, Pass is up. Maybe he wants to do yoga. Like, and then I'm like, oh, it's pouring outside. I'm like, oh, Pass is gone. I'm like, he had everything just folded up and like he wasn't ever even there. And I was like, where's Pass? And I like look outside and it's like pouring and like his car is gone. And I'm like waking up Dice like he's an adult. Like he's an
adult. Yeah. He's an adult. He's okay.
Areas where there was like flood warning signs because they get so deep where it was like if it rains,
she thinks you're on the side of the road, Dad.
I'm like, I don't care if he left because he had to leave. I just want to make sure he's okay. And like, I kind of freaked everybody out.
Nikki will freak out. Nikki freaks out. If Nikki's there, she'll freak out if you don't let her know.
I worry about everyone.
You at least got to give her a text after you leave, like, hey, I left. Don't freak out. That's how you do it. Don't tell her beforehand because she'll try to talk you into staying, but just send her a text after.
So yeah, being a better friend is like, there's all things that's what I can take away from that specific moment. It's just like, don't be a dick, passive, like, yo, fucking own the decision you made and then tell somebody. And that probably would have, I guarantee you, Nikki or anybody, they would have talked me into staying, and I probably would have stayed. So,
Jacob.
Jacob saw me freaking out.
Jacob's like, I think the storm just added to it.
It was like, of course, it had to be pouring down rain.
It wasn't raining that bad though. It might have maybe at the house. But
I realized I don't even remember what time it was when I realized you were gone.
I could not tell you what time. Yeah.
Like
How
And it
long
was
did you stay though for? Did you just leave a couple days early?
yeah, just a couple.
Yeah.
Then gotta do what you
Yeah, when
gotta
I
do.
shut up.
You recorded a shit ton of music. It's not like you came there and did nothing. Like you did a lot. You recorded a lot.
Sounds like you
Watching
guys did nothing but record music.
watching passive record was probably one of the coolest things because like you can hear Passive's emotion through his music, but actually like watching him around a mic is really cool. I think that's going to be something cool for people to see in the documentary when it comes out is your actual delivery. If it's on camera, like without music, you could still hear the emotion through watching you do it. Like without any sound, you could because of how you deliver. It's real fun. It's so fun to watch.
I'm glad
Definitely,
you got that take on it. I be feeling
yeah.
weird. Like it's
You
involuntary.
feel weird? Why you
I
feel
feel
weird?
weird just because
Like,
because it's involuntary. I'm like, my hands are doing weird shit, man. And I'm like, just put them, you know, what's the Ricky Bobby is it with
What do I do with my hands?
yeah.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
So yeah.
No, you're such a watching you record stuff is so cool. I was like, that's even like rewatching some videos that I have randomly and stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, right? Jacob knows. We're just like, I don't know, and you could tell when you hit the verse, like when we know that's like you're like because you could tell just by the way that you moved when you were recording that was it.
Okay. All right. That's dope.
You know?
Did
I
you
don't
guys
know.
ever get like weird, like people perceiving you, like you felt weird because people were perceiving you, and then like you weren't as good because people were watching you or perceiving you, and you're like, ah, fuck, if I was alone, this would be better. Because that's how I would feel.
Yeah, nah, them cameras, I was prepared to record music. I was not prepared for cameras in my face, man. I hated it. What the fuck? Guys, and it's no fault to the camera people. It's not something I'm not used to. I don't know too many people that are used to it. It's one thing to have a phone, but an actual camera like on your shoulder and you see the red light and he's like not fucking moving, but you can tell he's focused on you. Yeah. That's all I could think about. And so
don't do anything weird.
I think one time I told him, I gave him the go ahead, you know, just like give me a second. Just to get the verse out, man.
Yeah.
But that's been consistent. I just get nervous. Like everyone, or so they say. But I don't feel like some people, especially in WCR, I feel like they don't get nervous, man.
They just have the confidence that like, I got this.
Yeah. And so
I don't have that at all.
Right. Like I envy it. So I look at it and then I try to find like, okay, what did they do to not be nervous? Then I realized they did nothing to not be nervous. They're just, I guess, either hiding it. They're just doing a good job with it. So yeah.
Fake it till you make
we
it.
all feed, bro. It's all good little group, man.
I think that it comes with time too. Like a lot of the guys, you know, like watching VA and stuff or Ness, and I'm just like, holy shit, like, because it is very humbling, like to be around that kind of talent. You're like, oh fuck. Like for me, I'm like, I'm fucking don't sound anything like any of this. Like
well,
it's
they've
hard.
been doing it for so long, and
I think they've all been doing it so long. Like Passive, how long have you actually been rapping?
Long time. Yeah.
How long have you been like making music to the effect that you are now, as in depth as you are too?
Nah. So before it was just local homies and recording. I never criticized my writing, whatever. It's a thing since grade school. Just rhyming words or like sentence structure. It's just I get it. So that's never been the issue. It's always been, how do I determine what does someone else hear? Because I can hear it and I can love it because it's me. But what about somebody who doesn't know? And then that's what I got exposed like a motherfucker through WCR. Just like, this is not what I'm hearing. And then, yeah, it's nice to know that you can still improve. I don't want to get to a point where I can't improve. That's just going to be lame as hell.
Stagnant. You don't ever want to like not be able to change it up, not be able to be relevant, not be able to like do something different, make it different than everything else.
Yeah.
But I think that's anything. Like if you're stagnant, why bother? Because you're not growing. You're not learning anything new. It's not fun anymore.
To go back to Texas, because I saw Jacob's comment about just let your nuts hang. I will say,
God, what?
No. Within the first 30 minutes of going into the mansion in Texas, right? Everybody's sitting down, whatever. Eventually, we walk into the studio. Bro, Jacob is behind me walking down the stairs. He just fucking starts rapping. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, just, I don't even think I shook his hand or nothing. He's just in loud, clear, just confident lyrics, just rapping his ass off. And I was like, that added about 10% to my nervous level at the time. It's just insane. Shout out to fucking Jacob.
Jacob is talented. He's a talented man, that Jacob. I've heard, that is the one WCR artist that my partner has heard, and he's like, that's the one for me. And I'm like, okay. He's like, I would let, that sounds like he heard specifically MCD's and Jacob's song Take Me Home, and he's like, that sounds like it could be on the radio tomorrow. And I was like, oh. So
he's pretty consistent with those radio sound, like in job. Yeah, man. That's and the fact that it's beats, lyrics, vocals, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck, bro? Like, chill. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to tell them, hey, stop making the beats, just for a week, man. Just chill. But definitely an inspiration, man.
Well, that's great to know that there's somebody that you could go to that is a jack of all trades and everything. If you needed anything, you could be like, yo, Jacob, can you listen to this? Which is great.
Now I'll say, and I'm sorry, Jacob, if you're listening. Now Paradise does trump a lot of people. And it's, I don't know why. And it's not the mic. I've determined that it's not because he gave me a mic. It's something that I just can't, I wouldn't say it's love. I love him like a brother, but I just don't know what it is about Dice.
I think Dice is the go-to for a lot of people. And I think it's because he's one of the OGs. I mean, that's what it is. I see a lot of people reaching out to him mostly for, hey, what is this missing? I know it's missing something. Can you help me out? I know Nikki goes to him for a lot of things, if she ever needs help with anything, she's like, I'm just going to message Dice.
I call his ass. He always answers.
I don't.
Always.
Yes. What the fuck? Like, yo, don't answer. But
please answer. Time where he's not answering the phone for me, not one time.
Sometimes you're like, please don't answer, but he always answers, and you know he'll always answer. That's funny. He always answers.
Always answers.
I think one time. The first time I called him. So, and this is right before Texas, because I didn't know that nobody had met each other in WCR. I didn't know that. I honestly felt
even
as though everybody
nobody met each other ever.
We just know each other from online, and I'm like, there is a difference between knowing someone online and knowing someone in person.
They have known each other online for 20 years and have
never met.
Like, what?
Never met.
Why?
Like, I mean, someone like within.
I didn't know that.
I'm like, what are we gonna hang out?
Yeah, I mean, it's the fuck. But everybody knew it. It didn't feel like they didn't know each other, especially VA. I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? I mean, yeah, it's
So it wasn't awkward. Threw everybody together, and it was still like hanging out on the pod. Like, what's up, guys?
It was a little awkward, but that's just there were other people there who
didn't make it awkward.
No, they were just like, who was Zone. So that was the first time meeting Zone for me. And this dude comes in with, he's got different color hair. He's got a gold grill in. His fingernails painted. And so I'm like automatically thinking, yo, this motherfucker is like a superstar. And I got overwhelmed with like small me, like, I don't want to embarrass myself. But yeah, that wasn't a negative.
It can be overwhelming. I would do the exact I'd do the exact same thing. Nikki always brings me into social. She's my extrovert. I'm the introvert. She's my extrovert. So like I'm the person that's like, and then she's like, come on, and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess we're going. And then she gets me to talk to people, and then I'm okay. But I get that. It can be socially very awkward. I mean, you guys are internet friends when growing up, don't meet people off their internet, and then you go and spend
Right.
so it's fucking people in the internet, off the internet. So when Nikki told me she was going, I was like, are you sure you're going to be okay? I'm going to freak out, but you're an adult. Have fun.
Just a bunch of dudes.
Yeah, just a bunch of dudes. Yeah, nah.
Just a bunch of dudes.
Like,
like we're good.
No, you did that shit. Yeah. As a what do they call dudes with daughters? Dad moms? No, girl dads.
Girl dad.
As a girl dad, yo. Confidence, nice. Good job. Good fucking job, damn it. Like, yeah. Salute. Mm-hmm.
She did all the things though. She had people have her location. she
right. Okay.
Right.
Actually, one of my friends had my location and freaked out because they didn't know I was going to Texas. Because I didn't tell everybody, obviously.
Oh shit!
Everything I was going through, I was in the middle of a divorce, then my ex-husband found out that I was in Texas, like in Louisiana, and they were like, "You see my location in Louisiana?" And they're like, "Where the fuck are you?" And I didn't have service, so I couldn't text anybody. So they were like freaking out. I got all these messages when I got to Texas. I'm like, "Oh my god, my ex-husband knows I'm in a house with like 10 dudes."
Yeah,
it was bad.
If you don't mind me asking, but how does I don't know, no, maybe not appropriate for I'm gonna ask it. So
ask it.
Did he come from a place of you shouldn't be doing this, or was it more shock, or I don't know, was he relieved that it was okay?
It was because originally my plan wasn't to be in Texas. Like I was originally only going to Florida. I was going to dog sit. And yeah, and then I ended up getting invited very last minute, and I was like, we were already we're already separated. And like not
a while.
You know, it's not for a while at that point, so it wasn't really privy to his business, I guess, per se.
Right, that's fair, yeah.
That moment too, like he had moved out, came back, like it was a very awkward moment in time exactly when I went to Texas because he was at Howlett's and stuff, and like coming back and it was just Vulgar knows how weird it was. So it was like it was
they were roommates
to a fire. I already heard him, like, you know, I didn't ever want to. I don't want to hurt him more, you know, even though it's nothing like that, but how could you not think it is like that? You know, how could you not think that?
Right. I mean,
you know, so it's like it was hard in that moment, you know, and even still to this day, like we've never really talked about it. He ended up finding out about it because my location and everything. And then
the one friend went to him and was like, "Where is she?" And he's like, "I don't fucking know. Where is she?"
Ended up liking a post on Verbo that was actually the mansion that we stayed in, and like laughing at it. So I know he must have. Maybe I left something logged in somewhere.
Weird shit.
Oh, okay.
Weird stuff, and like no hurt feelings, whatever. Like I, how could you not be in that place? You know, you're losing somebody that you've been in. That how could you not be like that? I don't. And that's the thing is, I never wanted it to be like that. You know, for him ever. And like even seeing the documentary when he does watch it, I'm sure it's gonna break his heart. You know, just to see me be like talking about my divorce and being how, you know, WCR has been there. Because in a sense, couldn't you feel like, even though we were already decided we were getting divorced before I ever joined WCR, and he knows that, could you not feel like the internet, he always felt like me doing stuff, because before WCR was other stuff, was like a catalyst to sending
it's not that he wasn't supportive of her, it's that like he wanted to come before her music. He wanted her to be outside with him, partying it up and drinking, when she wanted to be inside recording music. You know, it was just conflict of interest like that.
Yeah, and other things, you know, just he was a good guy, just not my guy. You know?
Yeah, great friend. He's a great person, but
he was best friends, you know. Just different trajectories.
That was like the him involved with the music aspect of her life, though, was like non-existent because.
But yeah, that's what they all thought, that I like got kidnapped, and then he's just like, "Oh, you're doing something wrong." But it was just like, why am I going to tell you I'm going to, you know, stay in the house with a bunch of dudes, regardless of the circumstances?
So you feel weird about it?
I don't want to feel like they already do about, you know, breaking your fucking heart. You know. Yeah. That's actually the first time I probably talked
and then
about
she
that.
went and stayed in a mansion with a bunch of dudes. The end.
And made some fucking bomb ass hits and some great memories. Like it was literally the time of my life.
Passive, have you seen the documentary?
Yes.
Yeah.
Twice.
Twice?
Yeah. So what do I think about it?
Yeah.
I think it's well put together. I mean, considering background information, it's very well put together.
Yeah. Where it came from.
Yeah. I tried putting together by myself like a 1 minute little clip, you know, like typing lyrics to the sound of music. Bro, it took me like 4 fucking hours. So I can only imagine the amount of time to put an hour, condense it into an hour long, hit each person that's in WCR, make it flow like in the timeline. It's very well put together. I mean,
and a lot of things got cut, so they had to really make it work, right?
They did a good job,
right? And that's some bullshit. But hey, we're not here to talk about that.
Right?
That's just,
one day we will.
Yeah. I think with the like so y'all are going to Georgia. Yeah, but is the idea to record or y'all hanging out? What's the
driving so I can bring all of my stuff. I'm bringing my computer and all of my shit.
I don't see why people wouldn't. They wouldn't.
Yeah, if we get together, I'm going to record
episode number 2 of Texas, essentially.
Yeah.
Or Oregon. Was the Oregon trip more music orientated or no?
We did music on it. I mean, we did the podcast obviously from, you know, Oregon.
I remember that.
There.
Yeah.
So we were there for a couple days. So like we did do, you know, I'm totally down, Jacob. We did do one day of kind of recording towards the end, but we didn't really do a lot of music. It was hot. We went downtown and like hung out went down to, what was it, like an art fest or something. But yeah, it was more so to kind of like chill, and it was a birthday for those we do not speak of.
Okay, so it was not a music orientated trip.
It wasn't directly for that. It was kind of just to see each other because I fucking missed everyone. Yeah, I forgot I got free tacos for being happy. Yeah.
You got free tacos for being happy.
I was having a good time and like, I don't know, just being me. And then they're like, "We love your energy. Here's a ticket." They gave me a ticket for free tacos.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Damn. What do you mean high energy? Like laughing? Like what does happy mean in this sentence?
I was like dancing around and stuff. Like,
in a restaurant?
It was outside.
It was like a festival.
Okay.
Streets shut down and stuff. Yeah, frolicking in the streets. Yeah.
Nice.
Jacob says frolicking in the streets. That's what she got it for.
I'm gonna try that one day soon. Try to frolic. No. See what my frolic looks like.
It's so much fun. It's very light.
It's like a skip, but
Oh, I'm a skipper, goddamn. I skip like a mother, like high as shit, far as shit. That's my skip spot.
We're gonna have to
Nah, don't put me on the spot. Nah.
Everybody's gonna do it. Are you going to Georgia? Are you planning on going to Georgia? Is that a thing that you've thought about?
If I do go, I'm gonna bring the fam because it's like 2-hour drive or some shit, 3 hour maybe. Yeah. So
from you guys, nice.
Yeah, that way. I don't know. Maybe I can sneak away and record something, and then. So I don't know yet. I don't know. None of that might happen. It all might happen. Who knows?
A couple people are still on the fence, but I know Rogue's coming into town, and that's why.
Which, if I think about it, big picture, or little picture, I don't know how to phrase that. But if I think about it, he's coming from another fucking country.
Yeah.
So the least I could do. Yeah. So the scale would be leaning more towards with family.
I've debated. I know I'm going, but I don't know if the family is coming or not. I don't think I'm going to bring the family just because I think I'm going to talk Nikki into taking my car instead of renting one.
A little teeny car.
Listen, I got a big trunk. I can take the thing out. Shush. I have a Kia.
It's like a tissue box on wheels.
I have a Kia Soul.
You know those hamster cars?
Kias. Okay, hold on. Let me look.
Commercial.
I know Kia makes a badass minivan.
I will never drive a van.
I would just.
The Soul. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I need to throw all the things that I bring places. I have space issues in my Bronco. I miss my Explorer.
Your Bronco.
She has a Bronco.
Yeah.
Why do I? Okay, that image clicks now, right? Like Nikki in a Bronco. Like now I can see
a white one.
Nice. Oh.
White Bronco.
Fucking yeah.
Nicole in a white Bronco.
Hey man, now that's three. It took me 3 steps, right? Of a little more like, oh, that's yep. Oh, and that
she used to be blonde, and she has blue eyes.
Hey, which documentary are we talking about right this moment?
I swear.
Damn.
So, back to the interview. We totally went. Well, we're still talking about the documentary, which is cool. For the documentary, what would you say is your favorite song that you did there? It doesn't have to be something on the album either. Your favorite piece that you did, even if it's like just a verse that maybe didn't get recorded that you have in your back pocket.
That's a damn good question.
That is a good question.
I'm gonna go with, without thinking too much about it, with the Glock Out one. I think that
love Glock Out.
It was just an energy, right? And I was relieved to get that out. You know, like it was one of the first tracks that I wrote to or tried to record to. So I was glad to get that out. And then, yeah. And then just each person, I think, was that the one where you started rapping Spanish? Or no, is that a different one?
No, that was a different one. That's the same.
Okay, this is. Oh. Well, you got classic lines from everybody, right? Like everybody was showing the fuck out. I don't know what it was, but everybody showed the fuck out on Glock Out, talking shit like a mother.
Glock Out. Jacob helped me write Glock Out. I got stuck on that one too. Yeah.
Yeah. But a lot of it.
I need help.
I liked watching Cody. I found myself gravitating to where Cody was, just not necessarily to be on a track with Cody, but just to be a fly on the wall and just watch him go about it. Because he's definitely a different monster, right? Like he just, bro, just goes like whatever idea, he's going to fucking finish it. And that's respectable, man. Everybody, yeah.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Oh, it's just Texas stuff. Oh, you had to be there.
Oh, sorry.
Nash, how Nash was, how Nash exists is something to watch, I guess, in a sense. And if you took anything from interviewing him, like he is one of the most interesting people, and the things he does and the way that he creates, even watching him write is really cool too. And writing with him, and like just he moves so quick too.
Yeah. Dude had me
and
dying, like, bro. I just
oh, da, 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 and you're like, yes, yes, yes. Yeah, Nash moves a certain way. It's real cool. It's like watching Dance of Fireflies. This.
I don't get what is that reference, or are you being literal? Oh shit! Okay. Dance of Fireflies.
Yeah. Couldn't think of something dancing except for fireflies. I don't know why. It's pretty to watch.
So you have the documentary coming out. You have the mixtape coming out. You have possibly Low Brine music coming out at one point, maybe sometime in the future. Who knows? Anything else new that you've been working on?
Yeah. So I mean,
excuse me.
Again, it's these empty promises I make to these producers. It's bad. It's really, really bad. Gonzilla, he's WCR. Yeah. Probably I got too many with him, but he's starting to help me by one at a time, individualizing tracks and being like, let's work on this, little chunks. And that helps me. So
he's learned to manage.
Yeah, man. I think after the first 10 that didn't get released or readdressed, I think it was like, yeah. But he's been super nice about it. So I'd say by the end of this year, it should be maybe a small 4-pack, 3-pack track, whatever, from Gons. Past the Ice, that is a upcoming album with Paradise. And we've been kind of like what Jacob and Paradise did. Similar vibe, just a collab album. That's in the works. A lot of these tracks and projects are theoretically done. It's just finalizing. That's it.
Past the Dice that's released.
Now that's just the name of that track.
Came out,
we've got several tracks.
I have a question. How come your collabs don't show up on your Spotify?
They do at the very bottom. I just looked.
Indeed.
They do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think mine's the same way because I only have like one song.
Because like when you shuffle your music, those collabs don't play, and I'm like, why the crap not?
It's weird because some of mine show up as a release. Like Fault Line shows up on mine as a single, which is really weird. But like the AWOL collab I did shows up as a feature.
Well, I don't get it. I don't understand it. So
I don't either.
There's a couple. I guess I'm not as original as I thought. There's like a couple Passive the Rappers out there, and one's got a capital P or a capital R for the rapper, and so sometimes I think people might click on them.
Thinking
I don't know.
You?
Thinking it's me. And because there's 4 or 5, like, honest to God, 4 or 5 Passive the Rappers, I'm like, how the fuck?
On Spotify, your face is your picture, correct?
That is correct, yes. Okay. So people who know me.
Look for them
know that. Yeah. The sleepy eyes, yes. That's yeah, man. That's the hardest part about all this shit is just getting it
being up on it.
Yeah. Fluid. Like if you open an Instagram, same picture on Instagram as Spotify. I just don't keep up with that. Shame on me.
It's hard. That's why most, people that do the internet and they get big on it have assistants to do it. They do their marketing for them and all that because they just don't have the fucking time. It's not a one person thing. It's hard. It is.
It is hard.
I've looked into it. That's the only reason I know.
I'm like, it's so hard. Luce gave us some pretty good information. He said it's the difference between primary artists and listing like as a feature in the distro. See, stuff that we don't know, things that we're learning from our higher mentors at WCR.
It's done on the distro.
I
Hey, now
had
that's
no idea.
another. Speaking of loose, that was another moment that the collective felt better after loose fucking went on Sway. I mean, if you knew the amount of people around here that I was like, hey, guess who I know? And then bam, show them Sway. They're like, oh shit. Yo, loose going on Sway was great, man. It was great. Yeah.
And having
Look.
that person a part of the collective.
Yeah, man.
It's just like, does it make you feel like credible? Like, hey, it's not just us fucking around on Discord. We're actually doing shit.
It's more proud on my end than anything because I feel like I really do fuck around on the Discord. Like I'll just be just make just making music.
Yeah.
But somebody like Loose established trying to the longevity of his career, increase it. Like, yo, that's how you fucking do it. And I get to chat with you. Okay, dope. Yeah. Cool shit. Yeah. Fucking Loose, man.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, it really was, Jay.
Like, could you imagine if we as a group were 5 years at this point we are now, but 5 years ago?
We'd be regulars on Sway.
I don't know if
you got to get ahead of the curve. You got to get ahead of what everybody's doing before they do it.
But what is that next thing? I don't
know. Tell me.
Oh, shit. It might be live. I got it. Okay. This is bullshit. I got it. Bam.
Let me hear it.
Live show. Drawing. Okay. While drawing, music is playing. Live concert.
A whole live art set and a whole live art set where there's literally a painter painting while a photographer's photographing with the music in the background and people performing. Art inception?
Artception?
I don't know now.
Artception?
Nikki's on a level. I'm not on that level.
It's my slushy, guys. I'm sorry.
What's in the slushy?
Nothing. A lot of sugar. Blood sugar and Ripple.
I thought about finishing my wall on live stream, dressing all skimpy, seeing who would come and maybe playing some music in the background. I've already talked to my partner about it. He's like, fucking do it. I'll be your first person to watch. I'm like, okay, well. I was like, I don't know if it's worth it. He's like, it's worth it. I thought that's where we were going. And then she went with Artception. And I was like, that is not where I did that.
Am I missing? Is Artception a thing?
I don't know.
It is now.
Okay. All right.
I just make a lot of stuff.
Well, so, all right. You said the wall. So behind you is a wall?
This is a wall. I started Animeus, you know?
No. Oh, no. I do not do anime.
I need to finish my characters. I painted Omega, and then I did Piccolo freehand, and I need to finish them. And I'm like, what better way to finish them than to do that? Because,
So
I'm that person.
I do mix up names. So you are the drawer of the cover art with everybody's face on it?
No.
No. See? Damn it.
I'm the one that makes the little anime characters for everybody that they have on their Discord profile picture.
Okay. I said that I know for sure.
Yeah, Steph made the album cover.
Okay. Wow. All right. No, that's cool.
You're like, yep, that's her. That's the Jacob Chibi.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Do I have
Seabird
one?
makes me laugh because he has the mattresses.
When he used to, did he fucking move or some shit? What
When
happened
he's
to his
No, he
mattress?
still
I
has
don't
them.
know.
I remember seeing them shits up there in the camera, just bam.
Dice.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. MCD.
Oh, hey,
I
you
forgot
gotta
what car
fast
you got
forward.
these.
I got Nikki, I got me, I got Smokin', I got Rick, and then I just did Rogue. Because him and Jacobs are their cover art for their album that they're doing together. So he asked me to do him so he could put them together on the cover. And I'm like, bet. Here you go. So yeah,
Jacob,
Little by little.
that's my little
Nah,
contribution.
I'm salty.
That's just like, I'm salty. I don't have a
Ouch.
titty.
Hey, it's random that I
Some
do
type
it.
of- okay.
And
All right,
I
fair
still
enough.
have a bunch of pages left. And I still haven't done everybody.
Okay. All right. As long as the opportunity still exists with Gucci, we are okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Good stuff. In the meantime, I will draw one of today's show. Nah.
Oh, Jacob didn't realize how big they were drawn. Yeah, they're huge.
With the fishing net and vest.
They're like this big. I should just frame them and ship them to everybody. Like, here, have
That's
them.
interesting.
So you said that you've been rapping for a long time. Let's backtrack a little bit. Can you tell us a little bit about your journey so far before WCR?
It's fairly uneventful beyond high school. Just other things happen throughout life. I'll say that in high school, I was definitely more along the lines of, okay, you need to do this, 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 and this, right? But it was on bootleg beats, so it wouldn't have mattered. So you release music, and it was under a different name. I used to go by Lil Flash. I got a tattoo and everything. Embarrassing. Yeah, man.
That's awesome.
Right. Yeah, and I got that tattoo because I was Lil Flash, and this last tattoo I got. I was like, I'm not doing this no more.
Is it the only tattoo you have?
I have one other. I have one in my lip, like Lil Wayne. I was highly influenced by Lil Wayne in my later high school years because he fucking like Uggs. Y'all remember Uggs?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be damned. The boots.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, unless that's a rapper, then I don't know. No.
Yeah, I'm like, Uggs, the boots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lil Wayne would wear Uggs, right?
Yeah.
And it was like, why is he doing this? I got to do it too. I swear, I would borrow like trade shoes with a chick, to wear the Uggs just for like one period or something like that, just for the feeling of, yes, I am different. Thank God grew out of that, because Wayne, he's not the greatest as far as his stylistic choices, I guess. Like Passive could have looked a lot different right now if he would have followed Lil Wayne.
Yeah. He's looking a little rough.
Yeah, the GOAT is no longer set up for another time. But there's two main influences. The first, music-wise, would be from Kirk Franklin. My mother was a gospel lover, so all I heard was a lot of gospel music growing up. And Kirk Franklin just happened to have the most loud horns and drums, and it just felt energetic. So naturally, I gravitated towards Kirk Franklin. And then, ladies, Soulja Boy came out. It was a rap then. Like, never had I witnessed anything like Soulja Boy, man. What the fuck? The whole dance, just seeing it everywhere.
Literally,
my
it was
dad,
everywhere, like senior, junior year.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that was our theme of our prom.
Oh yes,
of that song, and everybody did it at my prom. I did that song on YouTube too. Background track of "I Saw the Sign."
Yo, it's the best. Like people hate on Soldier Boy now for obvious reasons, right? Like he never followed it up. How can you? But I'm just saying that little dance, to me it screamed all rap hip hop. I'm watching all the girls he had, all the fans he had, the popularity, and that was originally, just the motivation was like being popular. Well, it's a lot harder after high school to maintain that, especially when you're not around your same peers. So once that faded, I think there was a little hiatus, like maybe 2 years where I could give a shit, and then slowly got back into it. Yeah. It's harder nowadays in person to collab and or meet people who want to do music. It's almost like it's exclusively online now.
I know. That's what
I mean,
it's hard.
that's where a lot of the social interactions are nowadays. If you're not going out to the bar, it's online. People don't meet in person anymore. Think about like how high schoolers do it now. Nieces and nephews that you have, they don't really like go and hang out with their friends a little bit, but like normally they're gaming online together. They're in the chat rooms together. They're on Discord. They're FaceTiming.
Do you think it's detrimental?
They're still having the social interaction and they're still face to face and they're still seeing people in everyday life. So no. I mean, we grew up in the age where internet was becoming the big thing, where the chat rooms were becoming a thing. So we got a lot of that too. And it wasn't detrimental to us. We're still sociable. We still search out socialization like now. And
do you think socialization's harder if the only socialization you learn is online, though?
No.
If you're putting an in-person thing?
I think it takes off a lot of the pressure doing this instead of being in person with someone. I can still socialize in person with somebody. Is it hard? Yeah. But this is easier. Zoom calls are easier. How many Zoom call meetings do you have a day, Nikki? Do you even go into the office at all?
I haven't been in the office since March 13th, 2020.
God. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. I'm at home.
I'm alone. You are the most social person I know. I'm at home alone. Most social person I know.
I just post videos like it's so lonely. It is lonely to be a musician though, without being around other artists. Like that's something big. Before I met WCR, like because I used to float around the Crockpot Cartel, and that was something that like even though I come from a family of musicians, like not having that in person like collaboration to feel like what you're doing is worth it too, and like making something like that energy of like creation isn't always there when it's just you alone. Like when you're with other people it feels like you're making something bigger than yourself. Like when it's just me it's like not the same, so it's like what am I even doing sometimes, and then it can get so lonely, like because you don't feel like, even though you might have family and friends and stuff that you resonate close with, it's not like that artist resonation. And like with my family, I noticed for me, it's like I take everything kind of like how I am with Dice. If you saw how I was with Dice in Texas, like I'm like, oh, I already did it like that. Like I get very like if I am with like my sister and my dad when they try to teach me stuff, I'm like, no, like you don't understand me. Like, and I notice I get like that with Dice, and I don't know if it's just the way that I look up to him, like I noticed that I did that in Texas.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, I'm sorry, I'm an asshole. But yeah, it's something that it took me. I like literally there's a post on my TikTok and my Instagram of me like crying about how lonely it is to be an artist. Like without, I've always wanted to just live and with other artists.
I'd say I'm on the opposite of that, but it's all just from overthinking. Like I can get comfortable in person, but it ain't nothing like right now. House to myself, nice. Oh man. It's going down tonight. That type deal.
Yeah.
But to go back, like to keep going back to Texas, it felt like the energy is a lot different. Yeah.
The
So I
energetic
can get it
vibration,
how
like
some may thrive, some may not alone, but I think it's universal
there,
that as a group do better.
yeah.
Well, you guys can like play off each other's ideas and oh, this idea, and I'm gonna do this. Oh, yeah, and then this, and it's just a continuation of that. And however many people you get in that room that are musicians, there's just going to be more and more of that. So it's just going to add to the
Sometimes
collective
it's
of
this.
until there's that. Yeah. And then
Well,
that's where the kinks come in. But as long
I
as you
don't
can
think
get
we
through
had a lot of
that,
headbutts in Texas, though.
there's
no,
bound
it's
to
the
be
most mature fucking. It was mature discussions. Like I'm like, oh, who the fuck? We are absolutely mature. Yeah, it's a lot easier to type some shit like shit talking to type it. Like, oh, for me especially, I can just fuck you, and then it's inner sin, and then move on. In person, it comes out a lot worse.
Yeah.
But no, it's honest to God, as a individual, I have grown as a person. So I think I'm nicer than I was, and it's being around nice people, authentic people, I should say, is refreshing. And it can get old sometimes. Sometimes I do log out of the Discord like, yo, I'm done with this. But I always come back.
I don't think
So
I
it's,
ever say I'm done, but I just like I disappear a lot. Just I'm like I get busy. I don't keep
yeah,
up with that.
everybody does that.
Yeah.
I think I've seen every single person at some point take a step back just because of like life, or you just don't have it in you to keep up with it because it can get a lot. Because you got to every time I'm in Discord, you got to keep up on it, or you don't know what's fucking going on. You don't know what people are talking about, and I'm like, I'm lost. The fuck?
I'll be scrolling for days. Is it up to go back to how did they get here? Yeah, and
Where
then
was I tagged? I can't fucking see it.
oh, that shit. Just
And then
recently, I started getting
later.
notifications.
You just started getting notifications?
So yeah, I turned them. I had them off.
Oh no.
I don't know. And then so within 3 weeks, I finally said allow, and yeah, now I get notified when somebody reaches out. I'm like, oh man, this is useful. Fuck. How many? Yo. So yeah, that was great.
Now I can see exactly when somebody wants my attention.
Oh, beautiful thing.
When they need me. Tag me.
Look at that. Hey. Good stuff.
You just got this. Well, at least you have it now.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
So being an artist that has gone through, I guess you'd say like a dry spell with making music where you just didn't want to. That being probably more of a challenge of being an artist. How do you continue to stay motivated, not just to create new music, but just to work on music or even keep up with, the Discord when it's crazy like that?
Lately, it's been this whole, Passive's not going to release an album to 2046. Like that's been the main, like just getting something out there. But just because I'm willing it in my brain to do that, I still just find the beat, might record one bar, a verse, or whatever, and then just forget it. So the motivation is the album. I just got to get better at like capitalizing on that motivation in the moment. And I'll get there eventually. Maybe it might be 2046. But that and the people, the new faces. Because I feel like myself, you come in, you're being introduced to the Discord, and you got something to prove. Well, normally it's through a collaboration. So whether it's, oh, I got something, let me hear what you got. Doing that and then hearing either trash or hearing actual potential, it's nice. Because somewhere along the line, they trusted me enough to accept a track from me and give it a shot. And I guess that boosts my ego just a little bit. Enough to do it again.
Yeah.
It should be more female artists, and we got two right here. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying just random stragglers. I just don't know about the music scene of underground women, if that makes sense. And I'm not sure if the Discord reflects that. Like a newcomer, I don't see them come in. And maybe they're all women. It's just usernames. Maybe. I don't know.
I see it hard for being someone like to identify as a female joining the server with it being overran with that, masculine energy. I definitely can see that. My siblings and me are a very different breed. We're a lot of masculine energy.
But also, it can come off as a boys' club sometimes if they don't know that other women are in there. So, like, they might want to not say, that they identify as more feminine people because, I've never seen a Discord, and I've looked, other than gaming ones that I'm just randomly a part of that I never fucking go in, that actually isn't disgusting. Like, this one isn't. So, there's that.
We're less disgusting than servers.
Yeah.
Disgusting as in just vile comments.
Vile comments. Okay. People trying to literally just like bone in chatting. It's
okay, yeah.
Just everything, and I'm just like, this is okay. All right, well, I was like, that's not.
I tried going into other Discords, and I think I'm a member of a couple others. But I'm not active. I cannot do it. Like it was enough to get used to WCR. But like I don't have the energy to learn more, right? I'd like to, but I can't do it. I can't keep up. So it's interesting to hear this isn't a normal thing,
This Discord is the only Discord of its kind that I have found.
Yeah. I mean, like I used to moderate a Rubik's Cube live before I started doing music. So I'm in that Discord, but that one was big.
Oh, what? Rubik's like the...
Live? Yeah, a Rubik's Cube artist. I used to be one of his moderators.
Wait, what?
He makes pictures with Rubik's Cubes on like a big scale.
His name's James Cadato. But yeah, he's got a lot of followers and stuff. So I used to moderate, like, his lives would have, like, hundreds of people in them. And I'd be like, it's crazy.
I'm going to have to look at it. It seems...
Rubik's Cube art. Look up Rubik's Cube art.
Cadato. He did a really cool Lions one. Detroit Lions art.
No!
He did.
He's from Michigan?
No, he's not. He's from Texas. But he does a bunch of different stuff, and the Lions always respawn normally if you tag them on like Instagram or TikTok. But yeah,
with Root, no, get the fuck out of here.
What?
Those
Rubik's Cubes, yes. Yeah, This is something new. He's just finding out. This is a thing. It's crazy.
That's when I joined Discord, I was moderating his Discord, and it was a big one like that. But it wasn't the same, and it was a lot of like younger people and stuff. It was way different content.
This is Is it stood up? So they're just stacked on top of you?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that I wish I would have picked up on other than like rapping. And I think this would be one of them. Just,
Can you solve a Rubik's Cube?
So no. But I know that I can go online and Google, like I've done that before, Google the steps. And I know it works, right? Like the little whatever, the left, twist, boom. So I've done it that way. But just naturally, nah, I cannot do it.
If you mix up like pretty much any kind of Rubik's Cube and give it to my son, he can do it.
Shut up. Okay. But
he'll do it quick and hand it back to you within like 2 minutes.
Does he explain anything?
9.
He's not even 10. He did his first Rubik's Cube when
he was like 5.
5
5 or 6.
But how? So you just gave him a Rubik's Cube one day and was like, yo, match all the sides?
He specifically asked for like this edge or something, and then it's just the square, and it's just one cube, but it's like an edge. It's like weird, and he just looked it up on YouTube and taught himself. And now he has like a star one that's like a hexagon he can do, and like all these weird ones. He can do them all. I don't know how to do it. We didn't teach him. He's smart. He's puzzle smart. Puzzles, he can figure it out. Smart kid, man. I don't know why I ended up
Jesus.
9. He taught himself how to play piano.
No, what the? See, okay. All right.
I have 2 pianos in my house. Yeah. I don't know how to play piano.
What?
No, she knows how, and my other sister knows how, but they didn't show him how. He taught himself. He teaches himself. That's why when you ask, does the screens, I'm like, no, my kid teaches himself everything off of that screen. If somebody else tries to teach him something, it's easier for him to teach himself by watching what he needs to watch. It's weird. He's a weird kid. But he's cool. He's a cool kid.
Observational learning.
But yeah, Rubik's Cubes all day. That's all he does. Rubik's Cubes.
It's pretty fucking, yeah.
Crazy. He tries to teach me, and I'm like, I'm not going to get this. Okay.
Yeah, I think you passed the threshold. Like, after 25 for everybody, you're just...
It's rough.
You haven't learned it by now. Especially the Rubik's Cube.
So, like, the middle never moves. That's the only thing I know. There's, like, you have to set up the T's first.
No, that's...
Not the corners. The corners are last, and the middle never moves.
Right. I mean, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but I mean, the middles can't move. Wait, can?
The colors never move in the middles. They can't be mixed. So the color always stays its color. So the red is always going to be red. That's where you have to line up the reds is with the middle. And you got to do the T.
Never thought about that.
And then you get the corners. Sorry. Things I know. Look at me.
You do the left to the right on the tops and the sides.
The middles don't move.
It's one of those things. There might be one here. I might have a Rubik's Cube somewhere.
I wish that we had one. That would have been great.
I have so many upstairs.
Yeah, Rubik's Cube for everyone when we get to ATL.
That's it. Everybody's getting one.
Have Aiden teach everybody to do them.
Yeah,
it's like the coolest party trick, let me tell you. If you can figure out how to do a Rubik's Cube, it's really cool.
Right, there's a fucking genius stigma to it. Like, if you can do that shit and quick, oh man.
Huge cubes. Like, he wants this huge one about this big, and it's like, I don't know, like 50 by 50, and then they make hundreds by hundreds, and then you can like make money by doing Rubik's Cubes if you do it really quick. And I'm
James monetizes his channel. He makes money. He's got an Asian and stuff on TikTok, and he's got millions of plays.
My kid wants nothing more than to be a streamer. Let me tell you, every kid that's 9 years old wants to be a streamer.
I swear they do. It's crazy.
9 to like 16. That's it.
Nah, but I can respect it from that's another thing that they can do. Before, I felt like it was just sports. Like, kids could just be good at sports or drawing. Other than that, like, you did good at tests.
They teach kids coding in school now, which is crazy to me. I'm like, that's cool. Like, real young. Like, my first graders learning coding. All right.
Yeah, but I feel like I got gypped then because like the technology started kicking off after we had already been through the fucking cursive writing. Are you kidding me?
At least you're not like our parents and we can use like Excel and stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Let me copy and paste this document to my printer over there.
My parents are like, ah.
We taught ourselves how to code when we had MySpace, all right?
basically changing all the colors and the fonts.
Mm-hmm.
Are you too young for MySpace?
Are you
No,
too young?
MySpace. Yes, Facebook was more popular than MySpace coming up.
So you had to know HTML coding to like change the background of your MySpace and like do certain things and put songs
colors
and stuff.
and your words and
that's how they like our generation. we know the coding from MySpace. It's ridiculous. There was certain,
Is it the same coding that teaching now?
I don't think so. I don't think they use HTML coding anymore. It's so old. Okay. I doubt it. Maybe. I don't know. It's been a minute. It's I don't know. I'd have to ask someone.
I think that's with the little equal or the greater than, less than signs, and then
And then you could copy and paste on like photobucket.com the HTML tag, and then you would take that tag and put it under as your caption under your picture. So the GIF would play under the picture as the caption of the picture, all the things.
You go to someone's MySpace page and music started playing. You can make your own playlist for your page. So if you visit someone's page, there's a consistent music, and you could switch up your playlist. Like if you were into sad boy music, you can put up some, Breaking Benjamin up there. You're happy.
You had like a top 8. So like your top 8 friends or the top 8 people that you like the most were always in your top 8. And if you got kicked from somebody's top 8, it caused like drama and fucking bullshit. Why am I not in your fucking top 8? Blah, blah, blah. Oh my God. It was so stupid. Oh.
All right. So when Facebook got introduced, Facebook was directly after MySpace, right?
Yeah. It was Facebook. It used to be you could only join if you went to college, and then when they changed that, it became popular because only college kids were on Facebook.
We were all like, "Fuck Facebook" when it first came out.
You didn't know that?
Okay. Well, so the movie. I saw the movie.
I never watched the movie.
But just I guess from individual perspective, was it better?
Was Facebook better?
Yeah, than MySpace.
People didn't like Facebook because it didn't have the customization, and as like young adults, we wanted that, and the emo shit was going hard, bro. So the scene and the emo, and like we're like, fuck that! I want dinosaurs and pink and fucking skulls on the back of my shit, and I want to make it, ridiculous. Facebook didn't have the customizations, so it was like boring, and it was more for like college kids and like networking and like internships and shit. And we're like, fuck that. And then Facebook blew up because Tom sold MySpace, and then that tanked, and then Facebook became. You had both. You always had both for a while. For a couple of years there, everybody had both, and then when MySpace took a dump, Facebook became the thing, and then it went from there. Yeah, it still exists. It's more music now, though.
Knick-knack, paddywhack.
Oh my God. No, I deactivated mine. I deleted mine. I made sure that shit was gone.
I can't put pictures up there. I got it up right now.
That's
of funny. What? Of
Nikki's MySpace is up. She just pulled her old MySpace up.
We'll have to investigate.
MySpace?
Fucking yeah, I know of MySpace, but it's just never crossed my mind to be a part of it.
Well, but I try to pull my old pictures from like high school off there because they're all like my college pictures are all on there and stuff.
Photobucket. My Photobucket still has all my old pictures on it, and I don't know if I could get into that site anymore.
And
I don't know if I can. Yeah, I can't do this.
Yeah,
not
awesome.
It's not even the same. It's not even the same anymore. I've looked it up. It's a completely different site. They're more music based now, I think. It's weird now. But yeah, 2000s, early 2000s. Fucking I don't know.
Awesome.
It was definitely when because I had all my Alpina pictures were on there from college.
Did you just you posted your fucking
Yeah.
Oh,
It's the
man.
same one.
It's the
Yeah,
same
that's
one,
my
yeah.
face.
Oh
That's
yeah, it looks so weird now. Yeah, it's like all fucking broken and shit.
It only works when I actually log in, then I can look at my photos. That's crazy.
That's okay. Nick Knack. That.
Yeah.
Got it now. All right.
Anyway.
Yeah, this shit's.
It's
Jeez.
so funny. My sister Nikki, that's like her tag on Instagram.
Oh really?
Yeah, Nick Knack. I'm like, I'm glad I never stuck with that because that would have got real confusing. So something that we've done with every artist so far, every artist, our third, so far has been composing a list of 5 things for other artists to take on them, like an artist toolkit. I'm going to kind of make a little PDF of it. I can give you an idea of Nash's and D-Birds. Maybe you could give me some of yours.
5. What is it? 5.
Yeah, 5 things for artists to carry with them. Pieces of advice or statements like Nash's were, patience, make your moments, right through it. Don't listen to your inner bitch and chase your obsessions. It's what you love the most, not people. D-Birds were writing fucking matters. Be detailed, be authentic. It's all about networking and ask for help. Do you want to give any pointers for any other artists that we could add to our toolkit for the show?
You can accept criticism, but you don't necessarily have to fill in the blank. I need help with that one.
Accept criticism. You don't have to follow it.
Right. Yeah. I don't have, so I'd probably benefit more from what Bird and Nash said. So I'll stick with that for now because I don't know, right? I gotta say there's some cliche shit like follow your heart into the but nah. Just you could put like ×2 by each one of theirs, and that'll be
×2 ditto. Ditto ×2.
Yeah.
We'll go back through. Maybe I'll extract some things from a tool from your interview to add in here because you definitely gave some advice throughout.
You did.
Yeah.
No, this was for a last minute. Yeah, this is the way I can thrive with shit like this. I promise you, if y'all would have been like, oh, next Monday, bro, I would have been dragging my feet just naturally, right? Not over a negative thing, but just from just overthinking. So this was nice to just.
This was spontaneous, right on the spot. You're like, "Bet, I'm there."
Got it. Yep.
That's what we can do once we get through all the interviews too. Is just have an open seat for whoever might wants to just jump on, talk about random shit.
Okay.
Let it load off their chest, even just to talk.
We owe Nash a conspiracy hour.
Yeah.
Is he gonna be on there for the conspiracy hour?
Yeah, he's actually Mondays work pretty good for him for being able to come up. He's said so, and I think with the time it's okay because it's not quite so early over there. But I mean, it's still like 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, but still not like 3, 4.
Right.
We could always start a little bit later too if we need to, or with MC like probably try to pre-record.
With Nash, I hope y'all realize this. And Nash, if you catch this, I love you. But listen, y'all gonna need more than an hour with Nash, okay? Especially on it's gonna be 4 hours minimum. And woo! So yeah, just prepare yourselves for that.
Yeah, probably. Maybe we should do that for a Joe Jam. Maybe we should do that for a Joe Jam night. So then we have all night, and it's not a school or work night.
If we do it for a Joe Jam, Nash still has to come, and Steph, and it's gonna go until 4 a.m.
Yeah.
You think Nash is bad? Have you seen Rick?
All right.
Our sister's about.
And she likes conspiracy stuff?
Oh, yeah. She has notebooks.
Okay.
On notebooks. There was a
You don't
point
even
in
know.
life where I had to pull her aside and say, hey, like, this is not instantly affecting your life, that this person's like smuggling money through here and children and this and that. Like, you need to, like, you're ruining your life for this. Like, you are getting
Okay.
so much anxiety and stress from the stuff going on that you can't
Shut
control.
it
Like,
down.
it's because she wants to change everything.
All right. So she's a good
Yeah,
good
they
soul.
would play off of each other.
Oh, yeah.
Very
it would be
well.
nonstop.
Yeah, I'd tune in. Y'all gotta announce that. I'd get the
Nikki, you
missus to
haven't
tune
been
in too.
announcing?
No, she had no. I'm just saying
Okay.
specifically for the conspiracies.
No,
Like I'll just
now we're getting some
curious.
content. We'll be able to clip some stuff together and actually do some stuff. But yeah, for the conspiracy thing, maybe we should do it on a Joe Jam.
Okay.
Joe
All right,
Jam's
well,
always Saturday nights.
what's the? Do I need to do a special sign off for?
You
Do you
can.
want to?
If there's any last words of wisdom you'd like to give to our viewers.
No, just if you tuned in, thank you for tuning in. This was, I loved it. It was great, and I feel special. So there you go. As an artist, make sure you feel special when you get done with something. And then glad that I'm gonna fuck around a little bit, and then I'll be back on the Discord. So.
One of the things that you said was about fun. If you're not having fun, why even bother?
Yes. Did I
say that or did you say that?
I think you said that.
Oh.
And it was bars though. No, so it's valid. I'll take credit. I'll take that.
You said
if you're not having fun, what?
Why bother? Yeah. He always has fun with it.
So far for our passive toolkit, we have make sure you feel special. If you're not having fun, why bother? And you don't have to accept criticism. Oh shoot, I didn't take the rest of it. What do we say? You don't have to accept criticism.
No, you can.
You can. How do you word that better?
You take criticism. It doesn't mean you can. You don't have to let it like bother you.
Right.
Or change it up.
It's whatever along those lines. It's just, respect people's opinions. There you go. Bam. Respect other. It's all wordy. All right.
Respect opinions for what they are.
You can hear somebody else's criticism, but you don't have to let it bother you.
Right.
This is going to bother me. And then I'm going to text Nikki in the middle of the night and be like, this is what he meant.
Yo.
I know. I can see it.
Just change the subject. What, oh, wow. Okay.
How are them lions?
Oh, hey. I thought about putting on my jersey.
Actually, Vulgar, for being in South Carolina. His family is Lions in Michigan. So.
Hey.
Yeah, we're going to ball out this year. We're going to the motherfucking Super Bowl. We damn near went last year. I don't give a fuck. We went. Okay? Fuck the Niners. Hey. Detroit. Pass about.
I think that was a good one. I love it.
Yeah.
Any last words? Or Vulgar, any last words?
No, I'm tired. It was great having you, Passive. Thank you for coming on. See you guys next Monday or whenever we do the Joe Jam. I have no idea.
Oh yeah,
peace out. Grossed out.
Somebody next week.
Yes, thank you all for joining, and I hope that you come next week. Next week we have an interview with DJ B, and we're gonna jump into the boom bap world. But look at Passive like, all right. One more time for us. Thank you so much, Passive, for coming, especially last minute. I appreciate it.
Indeed. Oh yeah.
Your artist and Lions fan. Now, if you want to do your final sign off, Passive.
I will do it again. Detroit, pass me the